Yeah, man, I'm out here. About to go to KZUM real quick, you know what I mean? And I 1-2 up on radio show with Mizb and all that. I'm gonna talk my talk. Jews abused by wise, advocate for the convicted felon. Nah, man, word is bond. So this is what we out here doing. Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska. Word, man. You know, man, trying to get the word out there, man. Seriously, man, this is very serious issues going on right now, man. A lot of these people in this Democratic and Republican race with the president is not even talking about the poor right now. Like, you know, it's like they don't exist, man. And I'm gonna get that word out there. You know, I put emphasis on a convicted felon because, you know, over half of the population of this country is convicted felons, man. You know what I'm saying? And this deficit is all to the roof. And I'm one too. So when stuff affects you, man, you be more passionate about it, man. Like, that's just real, man. Real talk for you, man. Yeah, man, I'm almost here, man. I'm about to pull up in here.
With Crayolas on construction paper. I'm trying to fuck my neighbor. I'm trying to hook my weights up. I'm trying to pull my grades up. They get them saddle laces. Before them arms would shake up. Before them girls will make up. Before my horse would break up. Before I get that
Benz over there, but
I'ma wake up.
time was
Cake up. Before they tell me they love me and will never break up. Before the time she makes love to someone that I thought was my homeboy. But boy, was I wrong now? I don't budge. Don't want much. Just
here we go.
And the Porsche and the Porsche and the horse and unfortunately, but of course, and a sword, men of torch, just that sport, just the skin when they enter in true. There's who's two, there's dead, a lousy job, lousy God.
Right now.
Let loose on us, that news
A little bit, man. I got the
enough to juice us up. Make us think we do so much and do it big. Like, don't let us win. I can't pretend, but I do admit it.
Oh, it's very cold outside. I am not digging it yet.
This is snuck up on.
I know I missed the 100-degree weather. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. At least 90.
Yeah, 90, right? Yeah, the 100 was too much, but right now it's sneaking up on us. But what I got for y'all today is I want to talk to basically this right here goes out to the incarcerated, and y'all know my movement is for the incarcerated.
Yes.
So I got some information, and shout outs to Lawrence Gardner. You know what I'm saying? That's who I got the stats from.
LG, we love you.
Yeah, man, that's a good dude, man. We had a little debate though. It was friendly though. Somebody learned from that. They actually learned from the little stats.
LG loves a good debate.
He loves recourse.
I'm just saying, and he's good at it. You know what I'm saying? He needs to run for president, but leadership. We don't do presidency. Leadership. We all need to be leaders, man. But go
we're all
for
leaders on our own right.
We show us. Show now.
Check these numbers out, y'all. Let me say this: 4,452,840 dollars.
What
are being spent to
say that
for the juvenile system here in Nebraska, and that's divided with 57
totals.
Yeah, 57 youth.
Right.
That's being housed in there, and they get, and the government pays $217 a day. That's our tax money going to house 57 of your kids.
It's called a business, and it's not a cool business.
It's not a cool
I'm sorry.
business at all.
$200 a kid?
$217.
Yes.
A kid.
A kid.
A kid.
Yes.
Wow.
A day.
A day.
Not.
Did I mention a day? I mentioned a day.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You do. Let's say this 30 days in the month. 30 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
really?
You can pay
cheddar.
If you take that and you add, and this is what LG came up with too. If you divide that by the 57 parents, you know, you could pay them like $30,000 a year. That's a decent little income,
right?
You know, but they rather have them in the jail,
right?
And you know, and then that, and they predict that from the adults. You know, there's adults that coming in and out of jail. They predict this is where your kids is going, so they're gonna build new jails.
Look, exactly. It's called a system. It starts in the school. You know what I'm saying? And first it's in the family, not taking care of the family. You know, and right, and then the school backs that up, and they funnel right into we got a jail over here and a prison over here.
Exactly.
Waiting for Superman.
My message is out to those that's incarcerated, the adults, because in the adult system they got 2.6 million that's being generated back and forth in the adult system. And that's just in Nebraska. We're not talking about the whole country right now.
Right.
So imagine the whole country. That's in the billions.
Right.
This is $1 billion business.
Heck yes.
And let me give y'all one thing. Y'all probably gonna have chills in your spine because when I got this and I put it all together and I correlated with the 13th Amendment. And I'm gonna repeat it word for word. The 13th Amendment states, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except for punishment for a crime, whereof the party has been surely duly convicted, shall exist in the United States or any place subject to its jurisdiction. So just knowing that and then knowing them numbers,
Right.
you know, people keep falling for this trap, yo. You know, I can't do better and all this other stuff, and they're making up excuses of why they can't get jobs. I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying about the being a convicted felon and how much it takes, but you could start off small.
Right.
You don't have to work in big city jobs and stuff like that for now.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a fight. The fight is going on so we could gain our rights back. But for now, just get out here, take care of your kids. Those that's coming home, man, get out here, take care of your kids, because that's where they're going.
I was just gonna say is, sorry, am I not close? Sorry, is that good? I was gonna say that, unfortunately, a lot of convicts are used to that, like fast life, fast money. They don't want to settle for that minimum wage job because they're not used to that.
Okay, I ain't gonna say settle because I'm not gonna say that they're not gonna settle for that because they could.
It's settling.
It's
in a hustler's mind, that's settling. Because they're used to making money that a minimum wage job cannot ever compensate for in the same year.
And can I cut you off?
Yeah.
I think that in that same hustler's mind, and I talk to a lot of them, I can speak for it because from myself and being out there, they don't even want to do that.
They don't.
No.
That's why I'm saying they're not settling.
Yeah.
It's because it's like you just said it. Yeah. And I was looking over here. You said it. It's because they really don't want to. Because really, the repercussion, like you're saying, a minimum job. Yes, it's not going to pay the bills like what they're used to, but that's not even a lifestyle they really want.
Right.
It's the fact that they know they're taking that risk to go back. And you know what? So you can ask a gang of them. They be like, "I'm tired of coming back."
I know
man.
stone cold killers that
They
tell
like,
you,
I
I
do not
wish
wanna be
I
up in
knew
here."
another. If they could turn back the hand of time, they wish they never picked up a gun.
Right.
Well, see, what's sad is that you get out, okay? You got this strike against you. You got, you got this strike against you. You have legalities against you. You have prejudice. You have judgment. You come out here, nobody wants to give you a job because it's not what you know, it's who you know in this world. So even finding a job, period, to find, the problem is that when you don't want to work for that low of an amount, and a lot of people they get their paycheck, it's been garnished, you got 4 kids to provide for, you're left with such a small amount of money to work with to provide for yourself, that's really discouraging. And
But I mean, and like I always say in Nebraska, and there's different states that's like that, but
Nebraska has facilities that get paid to hire incarcerated individuals.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful thing about Jewels You Can Use by Wise, because we're here to give you a map. We're here to give you the knowledge you need. We're feeding your soul right now.
Yeah.
Because in Lincoln, Nebraska, and other states, I can say California is one of them for sure, because I just met a dude from Cali was like, I know some of the same companies. These companies get paid to hire an incarcerated individual, and they get incentives like 5 G's off the bat, like, yo, boom. And a lot of them take it. We got a list. Y'all need that list. I know you can get with Wise. You can also get with RT Real Talk, and they're out there. And so we're here for Jewels You Can Use by Wise, so that you just get this knowledge and this
it's out there. Help is on the way. It's just that it's going to take, as everything is, it's going to take time.
Yes.
So we have to be patient. And then, like I brought forth as far as the kids, that's what we out here doing. You out here trying to support a little boy out there, you out here trying to support whoever, your kids or whatever, and I have one on the way, but I'm trying to do what I do so I can support them, and those who's in there, that's why they in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta take, and then that goes according to, let me use this analogy too. If you out there in the studio and their desire is to be, a rapper or whatever, that takes time. You gotta put, different tracks on the racks, and sometimes some things they have to revise, but that all takes time before an album. It takes months, sometimes maybe a year for an album to even come out. So this is the same as when you're working. You may have to work at McDonald's. You may have to wipe the
for a
windows
minute,
just for a little bit.
Get over it. Get over the hump.
So, but this is the thing. These numbers, we being used as a pawn for their business.
Yes.
So, I mean, how many times you going to keep using the excuse, oh, I don't know no better.
Right.
And stuff like that. When you, like we just said, there's organizations out here that will hire you.
Exactly. And when we keep using, hey, excuses are the monument to nothing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what?
We all can make them straight up.
I know a few felons that have put 100+ applications in and can't get a job. And there might be companies out here that will hire felons, but I know some that cannot get a job.
And I can't say that either because it depends on what are they put. I can't say that for that person. I wasn't there. What did you put on your application?
Right. How'd you fill it out?
Exactly, because we've all been there. I've been like, whatever, but I can't speak on that. I can't even debate that because I wasn't there. Yeah. I can't, like if I read your application, what you wrote, and was like, oh, I do not understand why you didn't get a job because I see no work.
Or I see why you didn't.
Right. That too. But I got something real quick because that's the jewels you can use by Wise, you know what I'm saying? But I have something real quick because we had, it was in the mail. I haven't got to read through all my letters. I just got them. But there was one that I opened. And, we were talking about Social Security number last week, right?
Yeah.
And how you're making an effort. Well, his question was, what if we have a bunch of people making an effort versus one person making an effort?
That's what we call it, a movement. You hear me? Let's
go.
I've already put the work in.
Okay, check this out.
What are you guys talking about right now?
Okay, we'll fill you in. Okay, so Jewels You Can Use by Wise, for those who were tuned in last week, Jewels You Can Use by Wise, we talked about putting in the option for a new Social Security number because the Social Security number is being used incorrectly compared to what it was supposed to be for, what its purpose was. And if we can go in and be like, yo, I want a new number, so you can't use this against me when I go get a job or go for college or whatnot, woo-to-woo. So we have a movement. Give your information where people can holler at you about the movement.
Yes, the movement. If you're out here and you got people that's down, hit me up on Facebook, www.facebook.com/advocate for the convicted felon. Or you can hit my website, www.advocatefortheconvictedfelon.com. Yes. Or you could just write Miss B, and Miss B gonna hit me up and make sure I get the info.
And I saved that I shared that on my page as well.
Yes. Give it. So definitely, if you need the address for here, it's 3534 South 48th Street, Suite 6, Lincoln, Nebraska, 68506. Attention Ms. B. You can also put attention, but if you put attention Ms. B /Wise, if it's for Wise, so that way I know it's for him. But make sure you put Ms. B on there so it does come to the kicking session.
Yeah, and my next one I'm gonna throw out there ahead of time is that my next jewel I'm gonna throw out the procedures.
We get a sneak. Wait a minute, we get a sneak peek of the jewels for next week,
the procedures of the criminal procedures of what's going on. A lot of people already know that because they actually be going through that arraignment and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't understand because they always have questions of, what's going to happen next and this, that. Okay. But I'm going to advise you. This is my disclaimer.
Okay,
this. I am not a lawyer.
I
do not give legal advice. However, I am exercising my First Amendment right to express myself and as well as dispense information, which is basically
that's why we call it advocacy.
Advocacy is basically available to the masses. I'm just expressing myself and giving it to you. So just let y'all know that. But just hit me up, man. Any questions y'all have, I'll try my best to answer it to the best that I can, or direct you to where you can get it. So.
And that's Jewels You Can Use by Wise.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Use it.
It won't stop recording. I've hit it like 5 times. It's still going.